Welcome Aquarius and Aquarius cross watchers to your singles and new love reading for May 2023. So we're going to get where you are, where you're headed, what you need to know, and then we're going to get the next new love interest for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and that's going to be time stamped in the description box below. So I hope you guys have had a great week so far. If you're new here, welcome. I upload twice a week on mini love reads on Sundays and then usually a longer read on Thursdays. So we have the Lovers is where you are and the Magician is where you're headed. And what you need to know. Oh, and of course, you know, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you like what I do. What does Aquarius need to know? Ooh. So we have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers, the Magician, and then what you need to know is the Four of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. So, initially, Aquarius, someone here does not feel bad for what happened. They seem to... Someone feels like, I'm going to be honest, I can't quite feel which person you are in this combination. Aquarius, I feel like either you're forgiving yourself for being all, like, kind of getting caught up in somebody, or somebody doesn't feel bad because, like, for you getting caught up, right? I feel like this person seems to feel that, like, well, they had every right to protect themselves, and it's like, and if you got involved, then that's on you. And I feel like whoever that person is, I feel like they're going to freeze you out. It does not feel like they will be kind of opening themselves up to you anytime soon. It's the energy of somebody that would rather be alone. So where you are is the Lovers. So I feel like you have a decision to make. Aquarius, of course, the Lovers often can have that, like, soulmate sort of energy, right? But you're at a singles reading. So I feel like it actually seems to be that there is a choice that you need to make. And I feel like, I almost want to say, like, you'll manifest quicker if you focus your energy on one of those. I mean, obviously, right? Hello, Beth. But it just kind of has this energy of, excuse me. It's almost like you know exactly what you want, but I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. You're definitely keeping something a secret here. What is that? Seven of Pentacles? So the Seven of Pentacles usually talks about trying to find a way to fit something new in. But when it's reversed, it's almost like there's too many things involved. I mean, it can have a lot of different meanings, right? I feel, Aquarius, that for some of you, you may know that you have too many elements going on. It's almost like you don't want to choose. And I feel like it's almost like because you want both, you see the value in both. I mean, I feel like obviously what you want is love, real love, right? But it feels like there's a lot of confusion for you right now. Can we get a clarifier? I'm just going to make sure the deck was up right. Oops, on the Seven of Pentacles. So we have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Oh, then we have the Empress with the King of Wands and the Five of Wands. So, Aquarius, it's obvious that there is a lot of internal, it's not internal struggle, but it's almost like when you're around option A, you really love it, right? And I feel like, and when you're around option B, there's something about option B that doesn't quite hit right. It's like when you're with option B, actually I feel like all you can think about is option A. And it's like when you're with option A, they feel like home. Or this, it could be a person. If it's not a person, whatever it is, it feels like home. And it's almost like, for some reason, you seem to, I almost want to say, like, not want to admit that to yourself. Hold on for a second. It's almost like you're done with option B. You're kind of fed up. I'm having a, maybe I'm not connecting properly, Aquarius, and if that's the case, I apologize. It just kind of feels like that seems to really throw a fork in the mix. There's something that's very complicated about that. I feel like I just need to kind of put my hands here for like option A, option B. Option B feels like something that is, I mean, it feels like it's something that's worth having. It feels like it's something that you kind of want to scoop up and keep. It's the energy of saying like, oh, I really like option B. You know, it's got this, it's got that, it's got da 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 da, and you're like, but option A, man. You know what I mean? It's like you almost kind of get lost in your own thoughts thinking about that option A. And I'm going to ask you a question instead of telling you something. If that is the case, that is how you feel about option A, may I ask, what is stopping you from going after it? And what I'm feeling is actually, it's like, it's the thought of losing option B. Hold on for a sec. Because there isn't some sort of attachment there. I hope this is making sense, Aquarius. I apologize if it's not. So then we have the Magician, which of course is about manifesting. And I feel like you're going to get some clarity. It's almost like you're going to have one of those like aha moments where you see through. It's almost like you're walking down one of those dark tunnels and all of a sudden someone shines a spotlight at the other end and you can see. I do feel that whatever it is you are working on it relatively secretively. I feel like you have to build something up here. It's almost like you're working on something unrelated to option A and B, and it's like you're just going to kind of almost like let the universe take care of it, or let the universe, hang on for a second. It's almost like because there's so much confusion between option A and option B, I feel like you're just going to kind of give it time and focus on manifesting something. And it's almost like, and there seems to be some clarity that you get while you're manifesting that other thing that will kind of help you. It's almost like it seems to help you be at peace. Hold on. It just kind of feels like it helps you be at peace with what you have and where you are. Let me get a clarifier on the Magician. So the tarot just asked me if it, was unclear, if there was because we just got the Seven of Pentacles again. It almost feels like there's this kind of rejection, but not rejection of like of you or it doesn't feel like it's involving anybody else. It almost feels like there's it feels like you're just kind of rejecting thinking about it and contemplating and kind of rolling around and ruminating in it, right? Sorry, one moment, please. About that, Aquarius. So the cards were talking about how you're kind of rejecting, ruminating about this choice that you have. And it's almost like you kind of seem to lock yourself away in this secret garden. And it's not out of fear. It's almost like, I want to say like a fed up energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like you keep getting signs toward option A, you keep getting signs toward option B, and it's almost like you're throwing your hands up at the universe and being like, you figure it out then. Because there's so many kind of like crossed wires, it almost feels like. Because we do have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck here for the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So I just feel like you're deciding to kind of like find peace in yourself. And that's that. So, it feels like there's one option that you see as bringing you a lot of peace. And there's another option that that feels like it's going to be a lot, that it's going to be messy. It just feels like the one that's going to be a lot, the one that's going to be messy, it feels like that's the one that your heart longs for. Can we get a clarifier? Okay. And then we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like with one option, it almost feels like the truth of something is going to come and hit you in the face. Not you're actually going to get hit in the face, but it just feels like there's someone that's very passionate, or sorry, there's an option that's very passionate, very dreamy. It feels like the kind of person that it's like you just kind of you know what? Maybe it is a person. I should stop pulling away from that. It feels like a person or a thing that you just really enjoy watching. You just enjoy them, or you enjoy it, right? And I feel like the other one, it's like there is a certain attachment there, but it doesn't have that oomph, that pop, that you can't wait to get home and see that person or do that thing, right? But it does feel like you know that it would be, like, you understand that on paper that is a good option, right? So we're going to get into the next new love interest for Aquarius Sun. So ooh, 2 Ten of Pentacles. Look at this. So, wrong deck. We have the Justice card, which of course is that Libra card, right? And I feel like this is somebody that, it seems like the kind of person that they're able to see the speck in other people's eyes, but I feel like they struggle to see the plank in their own. I feel like this is somebody that, they do have a good heart. It does feel like there's someone that wants to, like, help people and be a good influence. I feel like they just seem to be a little bit blinded. It feels willful blindness to certain things that don't kind of fit the narrative that they are living. It's almost like they have this kind of like inner core truth, and if the world around them doesn't fit that truth, then they just kind of put that information to the side. And it's almost like, and they don't consider it or use that information unless or until it suits them. Can we get a clarifier? Just checking to make sure the deck is upright. Clarifier for this Justice person, for Aquarius Sun. So the Three of Swords came out, but it came out, you know, directly sideways. And then we do have the Four of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So, I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person, it feels like they would be someone that's really hard to pin down. I feel like they would be interested in, there seems to be something about your status. It's almost like they are interested in you, but to the point of like how it would reflect on them rather than wanting to be with you. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like it's like you'll know who they are because they're going to hold back their emotions and their heart, right? And of course, you know, we all do that a little bit in the beginning. We all test the waters before we just jump in. I mean, sometimes we don't, but you know what I'm saying. And I feel like there seems to be, excuse me, So I just coughed, and when I breathed in, my hair went in my mouth. That's never happened before. Sorry. Back to the cards. I feel like this person likes to think that they're not a heartbreaker. I feel like it's almost like they seem to feel that they aren't kind of walking around strutting their stuff, breaking hearts, but I feel like they are. It does feel like, to a certain extent, that if they were to face the fact that they are, it does feel like it would be a really, like, they would feel really bad, and I feel like that may be why they're, it's not because they're just like a, complete jerk face and they enjoy toying with people's emotions. It feels like they kind of run from things that are too heavy to face. But I feel like this seems to be somebody that really holds their love and affection back. It feels like it's almost like a dam that's about to burst. It feels like the love and affection that they have that they want to give to somebody else. It's almost like, there's bricks that are starting to pop out from this wall or this dam that's been built. And I feel like, to a certain extent, that it's like if this person doesn't find an outlet in whatever capacity, it feels like the dam's going to break. And it's almost like the dam could be breaking and the water's rushing around them. And I feel like they would still be standing here being like, nope, 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 nope. The dam didn't break. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're just going to put that wall back together. It does feel like this person is big on appearances. It's like they want people to see them in a certain type of way. They want to know that people kind of look up to them in some way, or admire them, or not admire them, but I feel like this person is someone that acts like they don't care about what everybody else says, but in actuality, it's like they do have a certain need to be noticed. So, I'm just going to write down the time. Aquarius Moon. Who's the next new love interest? So we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. And the Empress came out reversed. Excuse me. So I feel like you and this person are in a pretty similar energy when it comes to the Magician, where you're kind of, if you didn't listen to the singles read, I'll just recap it very quickly. It's the energy of somebody that has got mixed messages from the universe about, like someone that has two options and is paying attention to the signs, but feels they're receiving mixed signals about which one to choose. And I feel like your person's in the same spot. They actually seem to be, like, you're turning to manifestation, and I feel like this person is turning to work somehow. It's almost like they would rather bury themselves in work and feel burdened and overwhelmed and weighted down by those things. And it's almost like the weight of that seems to be enough that they kind of forget about whatever it is that they're facing. It's almost like the kind of energy of somebody that makes their life so hard. Not like hard, where they're getting their heart broken left, right, and center, but it feels like hard in the sense that this person will take on way too much and keep themselves like inordinately busy to avoid looking at something. It's almost the type of energy of somebody that may not be the actual situation, okay? But it's almost like this person knows that they can't go back to something, knows that they don't want to go back to something, but it's like they know that the want, the draw, the longing for it is there. So it's like they're just going to keep themselves busy until it's no longer a possibility to go back. It's like they're using it as a tool almost to kind of like stop themselves from making a mistake. I feel like you're going to feel an energetic connection to this person. It feels like you are... Hold on for a sec. We're going to use the other deck. Can we get a clarifier? This Ten of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and then, of course, the Devil reversed here. So it's almost like, I want to say, like, to the untrained eye, what this person's doing and how hard they're working, it may look like it's really toxic, but I feel like you can see, you may not know all of the details, but you understand what they're doing. You understand the parts of them and their motives that are misunderstood. Can you get Two of Pentacles? I feel like this person is interested in you. And we have the Father of Pentacles here. I'm going to be honest. I feel like they are interested, but they're so focused on, you know, not drowning themselves, but like covering themselves with work right now, that it's kind of like they're going to push through what they're pushing through. And it's like, and then if the opportunity is there, they'll circle back around. But it doesn't feel like this person, I gotta, me personally, this is just my own 2 cents, right? I really respect the fact that this person recognizes that if they were to jump into something now, that it's like, not only are they not ready to give you their best, but it's also like they don't want to fall into another toxic dynamic like they had with this past person. You know, they want to do the healing first. They want to do the restoration of themselves first before they get involved with anybody. And from what I'm feeling here, I feel like because you understand that more than most, hold on for a second. Feels like because you understand that more than most, you don't get, it's not that you're getting upset about it, right? It does feel like there's some disappointment on your end, but certainly not devastation, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to write the time down. So Aquarius Rising. Oh, are you going to fall or what? Like, I'm just going to finish the deck out. See if we're supposed to get another card. There we go. So we have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Ha! The Magician. And then we have the Queen of Wands reversed. So, I feel like, if specifically Aquarius Rising, if you didn't listen to this read up here, you may want to. Like if you just skipped forward to the timestamps, because I actually feel like it was talking about how you have 2 options and how you're kind of feeling about the 2 options. And what I'm seeing here, it almost feels like there's someone that is a little bit toxic, and there's someone that it almost feels like it's a mentor energy, but they seem to come with some sort of toxic underling. It's like if it was Batman, Robin, but it's like it's not the good kind of Robin, if that makes sense. I don't know if there's an alter ego like Man-Bat. Anyway, this Magician sees a lot more of you than you realize. I feel like this Magician is someone that, it's like if you think that you are hiding certain things from them, or that you're kind of keeping this secret, I feel like this person is able to connect to you when you're doing this manifestation. And I feel like they seem to have someone attached to them that they know is dead weight or cumbersome, or it's like I'm hearing they seem to know that whoever or whatever this other element is, they seem to feel that See, it kind of goes back and forth between they know what it is, they know what it brings to the table, this element, and it's like, and then they flip back to, but they have it like they're somehow, beholden to this Queen of Wands reversed. And I feel like this person is looking at it like it's a package deal, that you kind of need to love them. Like if you're going to be in a connection with this magician, that whatever's going on with this Queen of Wands reversed, it just is what it is. I do feel that they're going to be honest with you about it. It feels like it's actually coming from a place of being a little bit overconfident that, and I mean, of course you want someone to be honest with you, right? But it's like they seem to feel like it's no big deal. It's almost like the energy of, let's say you're on a date with somebody and it's like your first or second date, and it's like all of a sudden they tell you that, of course, depending on their place or stage in life, I guess you could say. I don't know how to say it. Depending on where they're at, it's like either they're pregnant or they got someone pregnant. And that's not to say that's the actual case, okay? So don't freak out. Not that you were. But it's that kind of a thing, right? It's like they feel that whatever it is, that it's no big deal. It comes with them. It's a package deal. And they seem to feel that you'll just accept it. And it does feel like this person's going to put a lot on you. Like maybe they have this magician energy that's similar to yours, but I feel like oh no. They seem to have taken it a little bit too far. They seem to feel like they can kind of, manipulate the energy or adjust the energy to suit their needs or fit what they want. Almost the kind of person that like would do spell work or something like that. And they seem to feel like they know, going back to how the cards were saying that like this person knows you a lot more than you might realize. I feel like that's what they think. And maybe they do to a certain extent. But it does feel like it's almost like when they get into that energy where they're trying to manipulate the energy or manipulate you or do spell work, it's almost like it just seems to bounce back at them and puts them into this energy where they're living in a dream world, but they can't see it. I think we're going to get one card here. So we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Mother, or that would be the Queen of Wands. I feel like there's a message that it may be important to kind of protect yourself against this energy in whatever way you see fit. I feel like this is someone that is kind of out to, it's like they want to tell themselves that they have real feelings for you, but I feel like they're out to use you. And I'm sorry about that, because I say that, but it doesn't actually feel like you're going to get super upset about it, because you're kind of off in your own little world here. And not in the same way that they're living in a dream world, right? It's more that you're kind of voluntarily isolated or secluded, so you can find some peace rather than whatever's going on with them. I do feel that this person is someone that their words are, I want to say forceful, cutting. Their words are very potent. But from what I'm seeing, it's like you're so focused on whatever you're doing that they don't land. It's almost the energy of somebody that comes in and tries to insult you. Let's say you're in a coffee shop, and it's like they come in and they try to throw this horrific insult at you. And it's like you were so engrossed in what you were doing, who you were talking to, or I'm seeing some of you on your phone. that it's like you barely look up and you're like, what? What was that? What? What do you need? And it's almost like it seems to, not that you're out to humiliate them, but they feel embarrassed that they felt they had so much importance. So I'm just going to write down for those of you with your your Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck with the High Priestess and the Four of Cups. So, I feel like this is someone you haven't met yet. Feels like a very different energy than the Aquarius Rising, which is nice because it was heavy. It feels like this is the kind of person that may have recently turned away from something that they held dear. I feel like whatever that thing is trying to get them back or beckon them back into it. And it's like your person may hear whatever that element is, or if it's a person, it's like your person, your Four of Cups, High Priestess person has the wherewithal to like hear that person out and give them like, you know, the time of day sort of thing, but not to the extent that they want to get involved. You know what I'm saying? It's like they may be coming across as someone that's almost a little bit passive or pacifist, kind of is what I'm hearing with this Three of Cups and the High Priestess, but they actually have a much more steely resolve. It's the kind of energy of somebody that it's like people think that because this person is someone that is very kind, and it's almost like they don't, not that they don't notice when people are trying to take advantage of them right away, but it's almost like they do their best to give people the benefit of the doubt until they have enough information that they know that that person doesn't deserve it. And it's like, and then they kick into the Emperor energy, and it's almost like if for example, this person was trying to pull the Four of Cups person out of that energy, it's like if they push a little bit too hard, they're going to run into a side of this person that they're not really going to enjoy, that's going to be very short, very curt. I feel like this version of this person is someone that it's almost like it seems like whoever it is that's trying to beckon your person to them, I actually feel like if this other element, this other part of this person's personality came out, I feel like your person here would be able to make this other one cry pretty easily, pretty quickly. And I feel like it's because there seems to be a certain desperation to get this person back, right? And I feel like it's just not, I feel like your person knows that they're better off without them. It's the type of energy like they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but when you show them that they shouldn't, they're done. There's like no takesies backsies. It's done. And I feel like this other person, it's like they felt they had more time. They thought they would get more chances, that they'd be able to kind of come back or keep coming back. And I feel like it's almost like they're trying to give your person the offer that your person wanted in the first place. But it's like, well, this person was messing around and not reciprocating to your person. Your person went out and they filled up their own cups. So whatever it is that this person's offering, they don't want it. And I'm kind of seeing, I've never seen, it has always looked like a bridge before, but this thing here, it almost looks like, you know, back in the day they had those big cannons. That's kind of what it looks like. Like, make no mistake, this person may come across as a little bit docile, but that's because that's how they choose to treat people. And I feel like this Emperor energy, it's almost like the Emperor in them is looking at this other person saying, almost like, this better be the last shot. Or this Emperor energy is going to take over and address the situation, because it feels like this third party person, not that kind of third party, but third party, it's like they've wasted enough of this person's time. Enough is enough already. So I am kind of getting that this energy is really fed up. I mean, I already said that. It just felt like it needed to be reiterated. Anyway, Aquarius, that's what I have for you guys today. So if the reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. I, of course, will have the mini love reads coming out on Sunday. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.